Hello everybody and welcome back to another 1.4 preview video. In this video I'm going to be showing you all of the new PvE gear that's come in that you will be able to get out of Terra from Beyond, and hopefully a little bit before that as well. If you're running the black hole stuff, you should be able to pick some of this up, including the new implants, which I'll show you in a second. Now, I don't have a higher level Republic character on the PTS, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you over there what the gear looks like, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to superimpose the image right next to the little model viewer as we check out the Empire gear, so you can kind of compare and contrast. The Republic gear will always look better than the Empire gear, especially with this current tier, so it's kind of frustrating that our gear looks so bad, but I mean, you'll be able to tell what I'm talking about in a second here. Also, I've got these images from Dolphy.net. Thank you to her for being able to post those. I couldn't find them anywhere else on the internets, unfortunately. So we're going to take a look at this really kind of frustrating gear. So there's a new vendor here. You see that you have the three from before. You have the campaign and black hole vendor here, and then right next to her you have this Dreadguard vendor. Dreadguard is the new gear set. It is literally the exact same looking as the campaign and black hole, which is kind of disappointing because this, like I said, this tier set sucks for the Empire, and all it is just recolored. But both sides have the exact same stats and whatnot. You can look up the stats once again on Dolphy.net where I got these images, but we're just going to take a look at what it actually looks like. So you have the Enforcer's gear, which is the kind of the healing or the melee versions of the gear. If it'll actually load, there we go. So it's just bright hazmat orange, ugly, so ugly with the duck face, and you can see the equivalent on the other side for the Republic. Now the field medics gear looks the exact same as well, and we're going to now look at what the sharpshooters or the snipers would wear. If I could, there we go. Now this is a red color variation. I actually kind of like this one for the Empire. The Republic one just looks sweet in general, so why didn't it not put the pants on? There we go. It's better. I mean, it's better than the bright orange one, but you still have the duck face, so it's only better by a small margin. So that's what the Smuggler and Agent gear looks like. Let's look at the Bounty Hunter and Trooper gear. Now, this stuff is, as the pig guy yells at me, this stuff is actually kind of frustrating to me. Why? Because at the moment, I look like Scuba Steve, which I'm kind of okay with, right? So the mercenary gear is just a red variation of it, right? And you may ask, why are you frustrated with the fact that this gear is a different color? Well, let me show you. I'm going to be going from looking like Scuba Steve, which I'm kind of okay with, to looking like the yellow freaking Ranger from Power Rangers. It's just not, I just don't get it. I'm like, why is this color variation even a thing? On all those little like preview images, if I can find the pants here, there we go. All those little preview images they've had on their website, it was like a white color variation. I was like, that is sweet, I want that. But now I have to look like the yellow Power Ranger. Yeah, I'm disappointed in this set for the Empire, as I've stated many times before. Now let's head off over to the Inquisitor and the Consular gear. I'd have to admit that the Consular gear is really sweet looking. It looks kind of Asian inspired, whereas the Inquisitor gear is a, what am I looking for? Comic book inspired. There we go. Supervillain inspired. There we go. it's kind of funny looking. Let's spin this around real quick. Yeah, and now let's look at the other color variation, which is the red one. If I can find, there it is. It's weird. The model viewer here is actually kind of buggy. It doesn't always want to work for me. Sometimes it'll just take off my pants. Let's see if I can get it to actually show you what I'm talking about. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, "What the? He's crazy." There you go. See, it's just like randomly takes off clothing. Like, I don't understand when I'm putting on different pieces. So that's what the Consular and the Inquisitor looks like. And last is, of course, the Warrior, which doesn't look too bad. The Jedi Knight one is weird. I don't know about the Jedi Knight one. Get the rest of this on. So you can look like the purple man of purpleness if you're a warrior. I mean, it's okay. The blue is much better, I'd say, from the black hole stuff with it. And then you can look, let's actually do this, or otherwise it's going to break it again. You can have a red variation. The Jedi Knight one is obviously superior. I don't know. I don't like the fact that they just recolored it, but I'm actually considering Terra from Beyond at this point to be kind of like a middle tier set. It's not a huge upgrade over the black hole and campaign stuff. Well, it's a fairly big upgrade over some of the pieces that have terrible stat priorities on them, but overall, I'm kind of disappointed in this tier of gear. We'll see what they come up with next. Hopefully it'll be much better looking. I mean, I'm happy with the models. They have like all these crazy polygon counts on them, and they look good, but they just don't aesthetically look good. You know what I mean? Like, they're pretty horrific looking. So on that note, I'm going to go do a few more of these videos, and we'll see you guys next time.